Hello everyone, welcome back to the Book Talk. I'm your host Juan Quispe, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 50 Cent's latest book. The title of that book is called Hustle Harder and Hustle Smarter. Now, if you're a big fan of 50 Cent like I am, then I'm going to share with you some stuff that I bet you didn't know about 50 Cent, the rapper, and Curtis Jackson, the person. So if that's something that interests you, then guys, keep on watching. I love you like a fat kid loves cake. You know who that fat kid was? It was none other than Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. And in this book, guys, he tells you the transition from him being, a chubby guy to what he is now. Well, that's how we know him, like the 50 Cent, the rapper, what the ladies call a sex symbol, and the businessman, Curtis Jackson, what he is right now, what he is today. Now, I'll tell you, first off, this is not a biography, guys. The way he narrates it makes it sound like it's a biography, but it's not. In fact, he tells you that at the beginning of the book. He tells you, this is a self-help book. Now, wait, please don't leave, because I know some of you don't like reading self-help books. And he even says so too. He's like, I hate that I have to call this book a self-help book because that implies that I have somehow mastered how to live life. And I'm not a certified life living person. He says that in the book. And I respect that. A lot of self-help books get kind of preachy, and I can totally understand why some people don't like those type of genres. But he narrates the book. He really is more like a story, like what he was doing when he was 50 Cent the rapper, the struggles he went through, and then the even harder struggle he had to go through after that persona had to move on with life, because he cannot be 50 Cent for the rest of his life. It was an artist. There's new artists coming on, and they're getting more attention. So he has to transition into doing something else. And he did that. He's now a businessman. He even helps other young artists, make it. I honestly, guys, I didn't know much about the rap industry, about the music industry, to be honest, too. And now I don't see him as the rapper. When I was a teenager, I just always saw him as the gangster, the cool guy. His music all the time playing in the club, yo, Shawty, it's your birthday. And he even explains that while he wrote that. He's like, yeah, I said that because my audience, they're young, they're in the club, and it's always going to be someone's birthday. So when they hear, yo, Shawty, it's your birthday, people are going to be celebrating even more. I was like, wow, yeah, that's a cool idea. Why do you need to get this book? You need to get this book because he talks, the biggest principle, in my opinion, obviously, this is just my opinion, he talks about the principle of being disciplined and taking action. And especially now, guys, because right now we're going through a tough time. We have this COVID-19 crisis. A lot of people losing their jobs. A lot of people are passing away, unfortunately. And staying healthy is the number one priority right now, right? The economy can revive, but people don't revive. So we got to stay healthy. But that doesn't mean we cannot do anything. It doesn't mean we're expecting for someone to take care of us. He writes that in his book. Because now that he has reached a level of success, people don't view him as a person no more. People view him as a person that they can go to for a handout. So people go say, hey, 50, used to be my homeboy back in the hood. Or a family member, hey, remember, we're family and everything. Hey, you know what? I'm going through a hard time. Can you lend me some money? Or can you help me out, get this deal? Or can you talk to one of your connections, help me get this other thing started? And while it's okay to help, you got to give a hand when you can, there are people who are just taking withdrawals from your life. And that's that people that have this entitlement mentality. People who say, oh no, my mom or my dad has to take care of my college needs. Oh, no, they got to pay for my transportation. They got to pay for my food. Or, I don't know. Oh, they got to pay for the child. He talks about that a lot and how he hates that. And because he didn't grow up like that, he didn't have anyone to go up to and say, hey, give me something because the world owes me something. He had to really work for everything in his life, guys. If you've watched some of his movies, you know exactly what he went through. And in this book, he even goes into more detail. Like, nothing was handed to him. And that's just one of the byproducts, right? When you reach a level of success. So don't just talk about doing something either. That's what he also talks about. He says, and that I'm applying now because I realized that I just keep making videos about reviews about books, but there's the reading part that's amazing, right? Because you're working this muscle, but then there's also the doing part, and that's actually what gets you the result that you get. So in a different video, I'll talk about that. But he gives you examples, the stuff that he did to make it big in the industry, how he doesn't view competition as a negative thing, but as a positive thing to make you grow stronger. And the biggest takeaway is just take action right now. Or he calls it, make shit happen. So that's it, guys. I cannot spoil the book. I won't spoil the book. It's once you read this book, you won't see 50 Cent anymore as 50 Cent the rapper. You will see him as the person, really. So if you like this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends. In the screen right there, you can see some of the other reviews that I did as well. If you want, I can go further into detail as well. Just comment down below. I'll love to talk to you about it. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.